Could you eat vegetables grown in soil mimicking dirt from the moon and Mars? That's the next question scientists in the Netherlands are trying to answer after they successfully grew crops in lunar and Martian-like soil. I spoke to one ecologist who worked on the project, Dr. Wieger Wamelink, about their experiment and started by asking him what exactly his team did.
Well, we tried to grow crops, but in our first experiment, even wild plants on simulant Mars and Moon soil. So that's not the real soils, but because they are not available. But what we use are soils that are mimicked and given out by NASA. And what we try to do is to grow the crops on those soils. First, without adding anything, but in our second experiment of last year, we added organic matter, and then, well, the plants really start to grow.
And what properties exactly exist in Martian and lunar soil that would make it different from Earth, and how did your team work to mimic it and actually grow food?
Well, the mimicking is done by NASA, so we didn't do anything about that. You just buy it from the internet, NASA delivers it. But what we added to the soil is organic matter to improve plant growth, because that delivers nutrients, because especially nitrogen, one of the key elements, nutrients that plants need, are not available in these soils. So that is what we changed. And that also results in a better growth.
And is the purpose of this experiment to prove that there is a basis for growing food on the moon and Mars? And do you have expectations that human beings are going to settle there eventually?
Well, starting with the last part of the question, yes, we think that humans will settle there. Don't know when exactly, but well, there are plans to go there, let's say around 2030. And when they go there, they will stay on Mars at least a longer period, and then you have to eat. And you can do either two things: bring all your food, or bring just seed and cultivate your food over there. And I think what we're trying to do is to help those people out, that if they go there, that they have enough not only to eat, but also to reproduce the fruits again and what you eat again. So for a complete cycle.
Well, your researchers harvested peas, tomatoes, radishes, and other crops successfully. Could we eat them?
Well, I hope so, but I don't know yet. We are not sure, because in the soils are also minerals that contain heavy metals, for instance, lead or arsenic or mercury. And we have to be careful about that, because the plants do grow, they don't mind, but they may take it up. Mm-hmm. And if they take it up, it ends up in the fruits we eat. And well, lead is poisonous for us, so that could be a problem, and we still have to test that.
So is that the next step then, seeing whether or not these vegetables are going to be able to be consumed by humans?
Yes, that will be this year's experiment, will all be about that. So what we're going to do is grow the crops again and then test for heavy metals, but also for other substances that may be in these plants that also may be poisonous, because we want to make sure that if you grow them also over there, that it's safe to eat the plants.